word notes. Okay. So, all right. We ready? We ready, boys?
Yeah.
All right. You hear the music? It's chill.
Yes.
It's good. Okay.
Yep. I may have to turn mine down. Can you turn it down on the like on our end?
No.
Okay, never mind.
Just
I'll just turn down the browser.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's not that loud. So. Okay. So. Seeds of Harmony, Blood of the Saints. Chapter 1, Sacred and Wild, the Eternal City. Our adventure begins in the region of Latium, more specifically in the city of Vetus, a bit further north of the southern kingdom's capital, Eterna. You find yourself in a tower in the outskirts of the city. The sun just went down and the light breeze fills the air, gently caressing and moving the trees outside. From the road, you see the cathedral and the pontiff's palace on the hilltop, both cast in the feeble light of the sunset, drawing a spectacular silhouette against the star-filled evening sky. The tavern you're in, known as the Nine Bishops, is a popular stop to the road to the capital for many adventurers due to its bounty board. You have heard of many well-paying contracts that started to appear as of recently, but that's not the reason why you're here. The reason is actually far more complex and mysterious. A few days ago, each of you got a rather suspicious missive reading as follows. Meet us at the Nine Bishops in Vetus on the 20th day of Maius at nightfall. We require your service. For the glory of the sun, for the will of the princess. Signed, the Iron Crown. The Iron Crown, a name some of you have only heard in rumors and superstition. The Iron Crown is, or rather was, allegedly, the secret elite of guardians and wardens that swore to protect the kingdom of Equestria. Even after it split into what is it today, and after the princess's seclusion and mourning inside the ivory towers of the royal city. Whatever the reason they decided to contact you, it must be something important and something none of you can turn away lightly. If the Iron Crown truly still exists and is targeting you and knows about you, you won't be able to just walk away like it never happened. People wouldn't mock something like this. It can be a hoax. It has to be true. There's no chance of being forged. The expensive parchment with thick texturing, the clear iron-based ink and its being imposing watermark of the circlet, the crown, the arrow, and the motto, In ferrum veritas, veritatis maxima. The missive is your call to arms. And I have also a drawing of that I've done.
Okay.
Just need to find it real quick.
Where are you putting it?
Just put it in the chat.
Oh, okay.
Right
Yeah.
underneath the gnomes.
Yeah, right underneath the gnomes for all and everybody to see. Why is it not in the folder that it should be?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, indeed. Where did I put it? I only have it I even stumbled upon it the other day, so it has to be here. Oh, I know where it is. Found it. You'll have to open it in the browser because.
Ah.
Oh, alright.
Gee.
Mm-hmm.
Still kind of blurry to me.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna upload it real quick. Here. Mm-hmm. What?
I don't.
Is there a problem? I hear you mumble.
You didn't hear anything.
What is it?
I was just trying to roll my R's, and I can't roll my R's still on certain sounds.
Uh, you're gonna have one heck of a time then.
Oh boy.
Anyway, so uh, um, the tavern you're in is a from the outside is a very nice stone building. Okay, with some really nice stonework. On the inside, it has it's on two stories. On the inside, it has these nice, well kept, uh, kind of lived feeling. The What the hell is going on outside? No, grazie. Sì, sì. Oh, my parents are going out. Okay. I was gonna say, it is this nice, well kept, but at the same time lived kind of feeling. Currently, it's not really full, but there's a decent amount of people. You can see all kind of races. There's donkeys, mules, of pony, pegasi, and they're all kind of minding their business. There's a nice atmosphere. Um, it's a very nice evening, and you can see in one angle there's uh, a bat pony. There's a night pegasi that is playing what is basically darts, but with throwing knives, not knights. Oh Jesus! Uh, with throwing knives at a board. Okay, together with a Pegasus and a nerve pony. So, so yeah, what do you do? You all came in at different times, each one of you holding your own missive. So, what do you do?
Shit, what am I doing? I forget.
You're not necessarily in the position where you are right now. You can move if you want.
Mhm. I'll, yeah, I'll go to the bar and order a drink, and go back and sit at a bench and just wait and see what happens.
Mhm. Okay. Oh, let's establish a order here. Who got here first?
Me,
Um,
cause I am the oldest one, so I just came here.
Okay, so Jelko came in as the first one.
Yeah, and sit on a bench waiting.
Jelko, roll knowledge. What kind of knowledges do you have?
Reset. Shit.
You have arcane
Common, arcane, anatomy, and medicine.
and Latina, it seems, judging how your microphone is going. You have arcane, common, anatomy.
medicine.
Okay, roll common. 48, one success. Write it down.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, you know, you have heard how this Iron Crown business goes, okay? And you know, you and others have probably be handpicked for stuff like this. So you sit down at the bench at the entrance, holding the parchment in your hand, and you're gonna just stand there and look around in case you manage to catch anybody that has a similar piece of similar piece of paper as you do.
Okay.
Okay. So, who's the second one to get here?
probably me.
Okay.
And like I said before, I would come in and likely just glance around
Mm-hmm.
for a minute and then go and order a drink at the bar and sit down
Okay.
just to be polite
So-
and not loitering.
So okay, you just woke up at the bar. Wait a second, I need to my papers. The owner of Nine Bishop Tavern is a very old donkey. Okay, that is sitting along the table with you along the bar, and kind of just looks at you and goes like, "Ah, welcome. Um, Gianluca's customer." And you see like a young mule just woke up from what you assume is it's the kitchen up to you, and goes like, yes, good evening, sir. What can I bring you? Is a bit, you see, a bit crazy for some reason, a bit fiddly. Like he was just interrupted doing something and he needs to go back.
I'll ignore it and just order a light ale for now.
Oh yeah,
Ignore
ale.
the fiddliness.
Sure. Ale. Do you got any specific tastes?
Anything local would be fine.
All right.
Local brews.
Yes. Local. Down in the third shelf. Okay. You see him run. Just grabs the whole bottle and just handles it to you, and goes like, "Just a moment, sir, please," and just rushes back in the kitchen. Jelko.
Yeah.
roll a look check. All right, success. You've seen the Earth Pony that got in, and you also notice that he had a parchment in his hand. And before you say something, no, you all have the parchment in your hand as you get him, because otherwise we'll be here all night. And you've noticed that he had a similar parchment as you did. So another success in luck.
I'm
Mhm.
still
Oh.
waiting for others to show.
Okay.
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 Give-
You want to be sure, I see.
Yeah.
So who's the third one? Oh, question. I thought you and Jelko were together somehow, though. No?
I just came here than him, so
No, aspetta,
no.
in italiano.
Sì,
Fatemi capire. Avevo capito che i vostri due personaggi si conoscevano.
più o meno.
Eh,
Vale come eravamo
Dovrei essere
messi.
più guardia del corpo io, sì.
era la guardia del corpo, infatti.
Sì, ma entrava dopo,
Ah, ok.
tutto qua.
Okay. So, it's as I remembered. So, Perry doesn't need really an introduction, because he's whatever. I'm gonna do it anyway. Um, later, a few minutes later than the Earth Pony, another Earth Pony comes in clad in armor with a huge great sword behind his back, long black cape. Comes in and looks around a bit. You know, he's a bit scruffled, although young. He seems like he's been here already. That knows the place a bit. And as soon as he spots the unicorn, he goes to him. Go to him. Do your bodyguard shit. Introduce yourself.
Don't disappear like that, old man.
Shut up, Jäger.
Just a reminder that you two can talk in Italian, and I can then translate for you, because you have your characters are actually Italian. So, I mean, they're not Italian. They're from the Southern Kingdom, so you speak Italian, and they can translate that for the others.
Real quick, because it isn't in the manual, I believe. What does each kingdom speak again?
It depends. Like there are some that have in multiple languages. For example, you come from the kingdom of the West, and the Western Kingdom has both French and English as their language. I mean English. As in,
in terms of the like actual universe names.
they are there's Southern. Let me go check.
Okay.
They're Nordvern for the Northern Kingdom, Ostlichvern for the Eastern Kingdom, Ostvern for the West Kingdom, and Southvern for the Southern Kingdom.
Okay.
And then there's gonna be Cat, which is gonna be speaking Brele, and it's gonna be super funny.
I looked up videos just for this.
Okay. But yeah, that's it. You all speak Canterlotian, which is the common tongue, which is basically American English. While again, the Ostvern, it's actual English mixed with French. So there you go. That should explain enough.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, they can speak Italian, because that's the language of the Southern Kingdom, and I can translate that for you in case they say anything important.
Mm.
Of course, they can speak Italian only among themselves, because otherwise you're not gonna understand anything.
Mm.
I mean, you
I mean,
can technically roll to understand what's going on. Technically.
my character speaks with them, so
Oh yeah. Okay, cool.
I was just making sure.
All right. So yeah. Yeah. Now it's your turn, Cat. I would say.
Okay. Well, I see where I am already.
Yeah, but I'm gonna introduce you like I introduced everybody else. So. Um. Eventually, the last adventure, as you know, because you know we are missing one person today. Um, the last adventurer enters the inn. This one is a huge, humongous minotaur, dressed in with a really nice leather armor, adorned in what are clearly Mistyle's clothes. You can see the typical what's the name? It's not flannel. It's what is a cat?
Hilda.
Checkered. I think it's
What?
plaid. Yeah. It's typical plaid patterns
Okay.
with nice greens and blues. Um, she is this massive minotaur wielding a warhammer, and in her hand she also has a missive that appears ridiculously tiny compared to her. So what do you do, Cat?
I'm gonna go to the bar,
Oh, you're gonna go to the bar. You too.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and I'm just gonna grab a drink.
All right. The old donkey turns to you and goes like, "Huh? What are you exactly?"
Oh no.
The old man looks confused at your presence.
Mm,
Are you a lady?
I take a sip of ale and try not to notice anything that's happening.
Talking to you, Cat.
I know. Thinking.
Okay.
I you ain't never seen a minotaur that just wanted to order a fucking beer.
No, don't do that. Don't do it. If you're gonna do it like that, don't do it.
Yeah. What the hell happened back there?
Aia! Ah, un campo!
I have to pay respect.
Jelko has died.
Ai, che male, madonna!
Coglione! Vecchio di me!
Jelko is deceased.
Fra, mi si era tropizzato una gamba,
have I
tipo
done?
non riuscivo più a muoverla, mi è morta. Ho visto il muscolo piegarsi in due. Ah, è my life.
Dio man.
You okay?
Ok.
He just died.
Ok,
He just deceased.
Mr. Diddle's gonna be alright.
Oh God. Just say that normally
Yeah,
because
okay.
otherwise I can't. It's too stupid.
You're the one who wanted it.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's too stupid like that. So,
I mean, I can speak in my terrible French accent.
it's one thing where it's just like.
Normal conversation, but I did admit I kind of yelled.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I got a little too into it for a second, I guess.
Yeah. Like just do a light accent, cat. Don't go all in like that.
Go full Scott. Less Jacksepticeye, guy, more Alex Steele.
I'm gonna just go without.
So,
You ain't never seen a Minotaur before that just wanted to buy a fine ale? Is this how you treat your customers?
uh, Minotaurs, huh? I'm sorry. I just thought you were all prissy, you know? Not to mean uh, any, any harm. You think that is probably referring to the Minotaurs from Minas, you know, the Greek variant. This is why he's a bit confused.
Um,
The Minotaurs I've always seen seem all the type of scholars, full of themselves, lovers of the beauty and the heart in themselves. Still talking to you.
it takes me a sec. Aye, well, I guess I'll take that as a compliment then. Thanks, I guess.
uh, alright. Anyway, you gotta excuse us because, I don't fucking know where Misan is. It's taking a while. It's taking a while back there. I don't know what he's doing, so guess you'll have to share the ale for now with that gentleman over there. Points at Ryan. As he got a whole bottle because of my stupid Sonny. Let me actually go check what he's doing.
He didn't even ask for pay, so you're welcome to share the ale with me.
Sonny, what the fuck are you doing? What do you mean, boy?
By the sound of it, we may want to leave the bar and get a little further away.
Well, I hope you're at least taking the bottle with you.
Jessica.
Huh?
Roll, look again, please.
SoH.
Double success. You also notice that that the Minotaur they got in also had the same missive as you. So that covers
Okay.
at least two other people with beside you and Prairie who has got a missive. So you think that maybe
Hey Jaeger.
Yeah.
First of all, why do you put Cazzo.
Possiamo
Oh
parlare
yeah,
italiano,
I
sei
said we
giusto?
went to go
vabbè,
sit down
ok.
somewhere.
parlate in italiano.
Ok, vabbè.
Cat.
Secondo te perché hanno messo un barile sopra quello sgabello?
Di cosa stai parlando?
Non lo vedi davanti a noi? Non ci vedo bene, non...
Sono abbastanza
Però-
sicuro che quello sia un barile vecchio.
Però hai visto cosa hanno in mano?
Sì, sembra abbiano gli stessi fogli che abbiamo noi. Pensi che dovremmo andare da loro?
Vai pure.
suppongo che starei qui a riposare ancora un po'. Tu.
No.
Vecchio da me. Ah, ah,
They're basically arguing about what to do.
I get to the table
Mm-hmm.
and I take a look at each one of the uh, people in front of me,
Uh-huh.
and I can see that I can be sure that they got the same missive we got, and I try to call them out, like, hey,
You see a very young her pony followed by a very small old man, just inching along on the floor, walk towards you. The elf pony approaches you, um, and says what he said. You know. What do you do?
So, what did he say?
I just go like, hey, you two.
Hey, you two.
So, hi, can I help you?
I see you got some papers there. It's like the one I got from the.
Wait. The elf pony puts his hand down his pouch and takes out a piece of paper that is exactly the same as the ones that you got and rolls it on the table in front of you.
Ah, you got the same message. I see. The same missive, I guess, would be a better word.
Yeah, whatever.
Would you like to join us as I wait to see what brought us here? Because I don't know that Winda brought or has the missive yet, right?
You all have the missive. Oh, you
Well,
don't
I
know.
don't, I haven't like done
Oh,
any kind of
yeah,
check. I don't
you-
know that she
yeah.
has hers.
Yeah, you don't know as of now if Hilda got the missive as well.
Hilda. No. I've been trying to ignore the awkwardness between the unintentional racism and all of that.
So then, I guess we are supposed to stick together. And is the horn lady one of your
Horrid lady.
Oh my god.
pal of
Wait.
yours?
Wait a second.
Teresa
How do
Hornet
you
guy.
respond to that?
I just sort of stare at him with my mouth open as I unroll my tiny scroll and put it on the table.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, she's supposed to be with us now.
Oh,
You,
well,
you, do you say
feel free to
anything?
join us then.
Yeah, and also I got this yeah, this old man with me.
Wait. Wait. Oh.
Oh.
This guy is this is Bialaim is he's a mage and I am
It's Vidheim,
follower.
you
Oh,
dumb
yeah, sure, sorry. Yeah, mm, this guy, yeah, I'm following.
It's
I
Vidheim
was-
again. You dumb
Oh.
ass.
Oh, for Celeste's sake. Yeah. Anyways, he has the same papers, and I guess we are supposed to stick together then.
I think I lost it.
Everybody do a common knowledge roll, please.
What is that?
A D100. What do you mean? What is that?
I don't. You didn't never told me that one.
Okay, Jellicle passes. A Sage passes.
Am I supposed to do that as well?
Yes, I
Yes.
said everyone. Ah, critical. Jesus Christ. So, Prairie to success. Sage and Sage and Wilhelm one success. Common knowledge. Write it down because it's important. It's gonna be useful for next time.
Do I have this?
No, you don't.
No,
You're all
you
87.
Oh,
I was gonna say. Um, you realize that yeah, sticking together is probably the best thing to do, as probably someone is gonna come and meet you soon enough, or that at least is what you think.
We should probably stay here just to... non so come dirlo, aspetta. Vale. Jaeger?
È già tornati, eh?
Yeah.
Sì, sì, sì.
C'è una coda di 30 persone.
Digli che comunque dovremo stare qui ad aspettare una persona, dato che questa cosa qui la so già.
Ah. Ma cioè, non so, si deve unire adesso?
Eh?
Si deve unire adesso quella persona lì.
No.
Ah.
Non,
Ah,
è,
no,
non è
aspetta.
quello che pensi. Non...
Ah. Aspetta. È tornato?
Sì.
Sì.
Ah, ok. So the maid just told me something, and I'm gonna tell the other one. My friend here told me that we should stay here because we have to wait for someone.
Sage looks at you kind of like, no, really?
That's good a plan as the one that we were currently on.
I suppose. So yeah.
Do
yeah.
both of you want to sit down?
In the meantime, yeah. We were still. Can you go? Can you go sit on the chair?
Oh, fuck.
okay. Yeah, grab seats.
The chair is over here. Hold me. Oh,
The Pegasus lady kind of turns at you and goes like, what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, wait.
I'm sorry, I know you.
Shut up.
Do I know you?
Shut up.
You see,
no.
you
yeah.
see.
Can you leave me? Can you leave him alone? He's kind of old. He needs to rest a little bit. We traveled a lot. Can you just excuse him?
Hey, Jaeger.
Eh,
Kill them.
alright, get a hold of your grandpa though. Fucking foreigners.
Fucking Jesus.
Who is this cow?
Do you really just call him geezer?
I just look down and shake my head and
Like, can we stop with the anime stuff, please? It's one thing calling him old man. It's another thing going full anime.
But
Anyway,
I sigh the deepest of sighs.
sigh.
Barf.
Yeah, Bork. Anyway. Anyway. So you just sit around and share the bottle that you have?
I feel tiny.
You should. Hey, is that what you do?
you are 1,000 years old.
Okay, so. Okay. The music was driving me nuts. Anyway. After a few minutes, you start hearing the loud noise of men marching outside the tavern, armor creaking with each step. The door of the locale slams open as an armor-clad pony enters inside the 9 bishops, followed by the rest of the guard. You count 1, 2, a squad, 10 men strong. One of them standing out particularly from the group. In the meantime, silence fell inside the room. All the eyes of the customer pointed at the sudden intrusion. You can't help but join in, staring at them, especially at the before-mentioned Earth Boy. He's wearing a rather well-made suit of armor with an eccentric band around the torso, and a fine cloak with the city emblem sewed onto it. After a couple of seconds of looking around, he proceeds to take off his helmet. What you see is a clearly middle-aged stallion, his face like stone, a sharp visage kept in a serious frown, a scar on his muzzle parts his brown fur, and his hair are arranged in a short and well-kept graying mane, typical of somebody used to a soldier life. At his side, a beautiful basket-hilted broadsword like few you have ever seen. You wanna roll common knowledge while I bring out the tokens?
Okay. Ooh.
You're gonna see a familiar face from the previous adventure. Don't fucking say it.
Whom's that?
Okay, you forgot. Good.
Is that the Baron?
Yeah, it's the Baron.
Oh.
I'm not gonna put 10 tokens. I'm just gonna put like 5.
You can assume that there's 10 there.
Yeah, you're just gonna assume there's 10. Okay.
Are they still in rank? Like the parade rest?
Oh, okay. Let me check. Oh, Sage 2 success, Jaeger 1 success, Hilda 2 success, Villain fail. Everybody write that down, please.
Yep.
Done.
Done? Okay. Alright. That guy is clearly the captain. It's clearly the captain. It's clearly the captain of the guard of the city. Um. Where is it? Okay. You also notice that he's holding something in his hand. In fact, after scanning the room with a quick glance of his blue eyes, he booms, holding up a parchment with some order and a bright red sigil. I have here a call for Sagebrush, Wilhelm, Jaeger, Svarog he stumbles a moment. Slave and Hilda Cowden. To follow me to the Citadel. Their presence is requested in front of the Mayor's court. He says as his hand moves to the hilt of his sword. Please follow us in a civil manner. Now, this can go 2 ways. You either decide to follow him without making stories, probably the best choice since there's 10 of them, or you can make a ruckus and try to escape what it looks like an arrest. Although, wisdom check for everybody.
Hey Jaeger,
Wisdom check for everybody.
Is that 100 or is that a?
Yeah,
20?
it's
Okay.
it's 100.
Okay.
Everybody critical success besides Wilhelm. How much do you have in wisdom? Because if you have 15, you pass.
Me?
Yes,
Oh,
you.
wait, wait.
The only one I didn't say the critical success for.
Wisdom. Dov'è che era wisdom?
Dove sono le altre stat?
Allora non c'è. Ah no, aspetta, che cazzo sto dicendo? Mamma mia, stai zitto. 14. Più 2.
Ah, non ce la fai per uno. Vabbè.
14 più 2.
Non vuol dire niente più due, lo sai meglio di me. È 14, quindi no, niente. Nessun you don't have to sign this because it's not a ability. It's I mean, if you want to sign it, do it, but you're not gonna get any bonus points for it. So. Although it might be working together with the Iron Crown, why else would they be requesting you to just go with them otherwise? Plus, if it's the criteria of the missive, no, 9 bishop, 20 of Maius at nightfall. So what are you gonna do?
Did we get any other knowledge from the wisdom check or anything like that, or is it just?
No, you probably think that that he is the guy that you were waiting for.
Yeah. So I perk up and say, "Yes, I'm Sagebrush. But before I go with you, let me pay my tab first." And so I walk over to, or pay my tab if that's fine. And I walk over to or start walking over to the bar just to pay my tab for the ale.
Yeah, just pull down like 10 coppers for the bottle, and that's it.
Okay.
Write it down that you put down 10 coppers.
Okay. And I'll go and stand back and just wait. Or I guess probably like right here and just wait on further instructions.
So if you're Sagebrush, I'll have to guess that these are the other. Is one missing? He asks, looking frowned and angry.
I have not
You,
heard of anyone named Svarog. I'm sorry.
You, mage,
Me?
do you know any of this?
Me?
No one. It's only Jäger, I think. Yeah.
Okay then, please follow us. We'll handle the rest of the situation. Alice, just follow. As you get ready to get out, you grab your stuff and you follow the elf pony out of the tavern. His guards all around you, making sure you're not gonna try anything funny. As soon as you exit, the cold breeze caresses your face. The sun is now long gone, and the vault of the dark blue sky envelops the horizon. It's a clear, star-filled night. The moon, partially hidden behind the hilltops, fills all of your surroundings in her milky light, guiding your steps on the hard, cold cobbled road to the city. A few minutes later, you're in the piazza. In front of you stands the Cathedral of Laurentius, imposing and severe. It was built merely 2 centuries ago in honor of Saint Laurentius Martyr, giver of generosity. The church is in classical Latium style, made with expensive imported polished stone from the northern regions of the kingdom. Three naves, a barrel vault with a big rose window in the center of its facade, portraying the saint himself in stained glass. Beside the church, its campanile soars above you, clad in alternated bands of local white travertine and blue-green basalt stones. But you're not here to look at architecture. With a push, the guards send you moving towards the pontiff's palace, adjacent to the cathedral. Its massive facade looking down upon you from the top of a wide marble staircase. The top of the palace is decorated with intricate square merlons from which some archers are pointing a crossbow at you, keeping you in their sight. On the right, a beautiful roofless loggia you can see you can see two other figures standing there, their faces clad in mantles. A huge oak opens before you as you're escorted inside, down a wide corridor filled with portraits and frescoes of important holy men of the past. You finally arrive in what you assume is the main hall of the palace. This massive room is finally decorated with flowers and expensive tapestry to adorn the many frescoes on its walls, almost all depicting the white princess and the saint or a bishop of the sun's heirs. The floor is made of tiles of white and red marble, made shiny with extensive care. So shiny, in fact, you can see the beautiful gold-trimmed coffered vault reflected in it, in the massive painting it houses at its center. In the middle of the room, you can see a pony sitting in a velvet armchair with a thick book in his hands. Beside him, a small decorated table with a wine bottle resting on it. The character is a chubby, middle-aged stallion with a red coat and long, braided mane. His face is adorned by a very eccentric curly mustache and a pair of golden glasses. He wears a purple doublet with silvery pattern interwoven in what looks very expensive cloth. A band crosses his torso, sporting a crowned golden lion on a blue background, holding a red flag on a white cross, the emblem of Vetus. Give me a second to teleport you all to this new location.
How do you spell Yetis?
Vetus. Vetus.
Okay. I still love the icon of that one Pegasus. Just a face.
Oh, fuck.
This is a stolen map, so it doesn't look exactly like I wanted it to, but it's fine.
Oh, well.
Fine for what it is. Okay. Okay. Let me put back the music again. Does this fit? Let me see. No, definitely not. That's a fighting. Okay. I'm gonna put back Stone Hill in. Okay. Okay. My guests have arrived, I see, he says with a smirk, lowering the book onto his lap. Marcus, please, you know that this isn't necessary. With a gesture, the guards around you disband and they recede to the back of the hall. All but the captain, who stays put in front of the party. With all the due respect, Mayor, the captain says, taking off his helmet. I know what Blue Phoenix said, but... No but, Marcus, come on. The Mayor stops him with another quick hand gesture. He's here now, and there's nothing to worry about. even if these gentlemen would act in any funny way. He says calmly as he pulls out a handkerchief from his pocket and starts cleaning his glasses. And speaking of you, I'm sorry I've neglected you, my dears. The mayor puts back his glasses and smiles widely. Welcome to Vetus. I hope you had a comfortable journey and that Marcus hasn't berated you, gentlemen, too much. He just stands there smiling at you. So you can talk to him now.
So, why we are here?
Oh, very well. You're here for a mission. You have been recruited to be part of a very important operation of the Iron Crown. I'm sorry, I can't disclose the details. I'm not the coordinator for this. I'm just your host for now, at least. Um, Blue Phoenix, uh, the our superior, is gonna join us in just a moment. In the meantime, if I can offer you some wine, perhaps, and moves the bottle like, huh?
I can't use my magic if I drank, okay?
uh, okay. I mean, as far as I've heard, the the magus of the Arcane Guild are far more able with magic than any other commoner. So a few drops of alcohol shouldn't really incapacitate you, but choice. He says as he fills his glass and takes a sip.
I leave the cranium, but okay.
Uh, so how have been your travels so far?
You said we were in the Southern Kingdom,
Yes.
right? I just don't remember the map. But it would have been a fairly long trip from my end, right?
Yeah.
It's a fairly long and tedious journey, and I would be very
Oh yeah.
pleased to see the what brings me to this place.
Oh yeah, you must be Sagebrush, right? You come from the from the West Kingdom.
Yes, that would be me. Correct.
Hmm. Although you have not been traveling as far as our dear Minotaur right here. Quite an imponent, quite the imponent stature, I see. Blue Phoenix has quite the taste.
Huh. Well, the trip was very smooth, although the south is a little too hot for my taste.
Oh yeah, I can get it. Takes a while to get used to. Give me a second. At one point, you started hearing heavy, fast steps coming from the hallway, then the clanging of armor of the guards as they move away, freeing the entrance in a ceremonious way. A tall, middle-aged unicorn with a rather long horn steps into the hall. His coat is a gentle light blue and his mane is of a deeper shade of the same color with stripes of more gray, whitish hair, clearly due to his age. The face also presents this, with wrinkles appearing at the sides of his eyes and forehead. Speaking of his eyes, they're of an intense and deeply saturated electric blue. If you did not know any better, you would swear they had a faint glow to them. He wears an elaborate dark blue vest with silver embroidery. On top of it has a sturdy leather breastplate with what clearly is the symbol of the Arcanium Magic Guild engraved on it. The same symbol reappears on his cloak, held in place by what looks like an iron crown brooch. He gives you a stern, penetrating look and proceeds to walk in. Together with him, another figure enters, following the unicorn and what you can only describe as the biggest earth mare you have ever seen. Standing at least 2 meters tall, the mare is clad in an intricate, refined scale mail armor with some gold painted bits. An equally elaborate breastplate on her torso with a red, white, and gold tabard held in place by a heavy belt from which a massive sword hangs at her side. Her step sounds heavy across the room every time her sabatons make contact with the hard marble floor. Her visage, covered by the most unusual of helmets, more akin to a steel mask than anything else. From it, a long red veil with gold trims flows out from the crown of her head. You feel a very strong, intimidating aura coming from her. Everybody, roll knowledge, either common, religion, or military.
Common.
Mm,
Okay.
military?
Yeah.
Military.
Yeah. You can roll military. Okay. Sage, did you roll military or common?
Common.
Okay. Wilhelm, common.
Common.
What is in front of you is a sister of battle, a battle nun.
Mm.
Oh.
Hmm.
Do I know if there's any special
Yes.
greetings or anything,
Oh,
formalities for someone of that rank?
no. Not with, not at least with common. You should have been a religion to know that. But what you do know is a Sister of Battle is an elite order of nuns that have sworn themselves to Celestia, and they represent one of the branch of the armed church, of the church militant. They are scary, to say the least. In fact, so scary, everybody roll fear.
Is that also 100?
Except Hilda.
I'm gonna die.
Uh,
I don't know.
no, you'll pass. She's not that scary. She is intimidating, but not that scary. Hilda is the only one that doesn't have to roll because she's the only one that is actually taller than her. And probably the only one that can compete with her size. So. So, yeah. Good evening, gentlemen. The unicorn says as he walks up to greet the mayor. Johannes, I see you have the book I have requested. Marcus. He exchanges quick, solid handshakes with the mayor and the captain, and then turns to address you. So, let me move him.
Why can't I spin anymore? Oh, there it is.
I see one of you is missing. Must have gotten lost on the way. Pity. Guess we'll have to do without him for the time being. He grabs the lettery book from the mayor's hand and starts to skim through page by page like he knows exactly what he's looking for. Ah, there you are. Yes. Seems like there should be Seems like there shouldn't be any problem then. Even if one missing, the mayor asked. Yes, yes, Johannes, don't worry. I'm sure they can handle it nonetheless. Now, pretty sure you all have questions, the unicorn says as he closes the book with a loud thud. You have been recruited for a special mission by the will of the Iron Crown. My code name is Blue Phoenix, and I'm the officer in charge of this operation. Recently, in Eterna, there's been a series of murders. Someone is going around killing these so-called living saints. High-profile member of the Church of the Sun's Hair who have done some kind of generous deed that would have ascended to quote-unquote proper sainthood at their passing. You start pacing back and forth in front of you. Now there's been 4 murders so far, and we have a reason to believe that the killer is going to strike again in 2 weeks or less. His horn starts to glow with a fiery blue as pictures appear from thin air in front of you. The victims are, in order, Father Claudius Vitor Intuitor Quarto, a priest from the poor district of the city. People would call him the savior of children, as he would often help females to give birth. He was found in a pool of his own blood on the paving of his church last month. And you can, in the image that gets projected, you see what is essentially a photography of the priest just lying down dead. Okay.
Mhm.
You're all following so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
Slightly
Yeah.
taken aback, off balance, but not saying anything until the briefing is over.
Okay.
Hmm.
After that came an abbot, Dom Bernardus Mateus Olinari, head of a small monastery just outside the city outskirts near the woods. A man of a quiet, devout life, a giver of roof and food to all wanderers, was found dead near the river Trevorus 2 weeks ago, drowned. He keeps showing you images with his magic. Keeps showing you images of the dead man. It seems that all calmed down for that moment. Then 2 days ago, the bodies of another priest and a bishop were found tied to an obelisk in one of the city squares. Father Octavius and Bishop Dominatius Teleri, brothers, founders of the Teleri School for Holy Hearts, their throats slit open. Given the times at which each murder was executed, we have a reason to believe that another priest will fall to the killer in less than 2 weeks from now. To make matters worse, he pauses. His hand reaches down his pockets. When he pulls it out, he shows you a small metal object similar to a coin or a medal with an engraved circlet split into 2 parts on it. This and 3 others were found on each scene. Everybody roll knowledge, myth, religion, or common beside cat.
Quante volte lo fa?
I don't think I made that one.
No. Do you have 9 in common?
Nah, I've only got 5.
Wilhelm?
Uh,
How much do you have in myth?
I'll be right back, 30 seconds.
niente.
Ah, okay. We'll have to wait a moment for Ryan, I guess.
Boy.
Gerco, quanto hai in
No, no,
mito?
non ho niente in metro, l'ho detto.
Ah, il resto?
Ho common che ha il 10% in più.
Ah, quindi ce la fai con
Sì,
common. Ok,
common è giusto giusto.
ok. Let's wait for Ryan.
Oh, I've been back. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, no success for anybody. This is a token given to the followers of the cult of the Black Moon. The projection disappears as his magic fizzles away. We have recruited you to do some investigative works as we think our usual sources are compromised. A shadow of concern appears on his face. This is why we'll have you deployed. You will be staying in a hideout in Eterna, located on the Tiberius Isle. You will be right in the center of the city. Once there, you will start scouting and surveilling the district, gathering as much information about the few remaining living saints in the city. He takes a step back, putting the coin back in his pocket. Do you have any questions?
Do you have any copy of the coin that we could keep with us, or a sketch?
As far as I care, you can keep this, and he throws it at you. I guess you catch it.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yes, I was gonna say, should I roll to catch?
No.
Crit fail. It hits you in the eye. It hurts.
Ah.
You look like an incompetent.
So yeah, it goes like, as far as I care, you can keep this, and he throws it at you.
And I take and look at it, and it looks like a coin. And
Yeah, it's basically, like I said, just like a round piece of metal, just like a coin made of iron. And there's a circlet engraved on it, cut in half, which looks like basically like on the calendar the symbol of the moon when it's cut in half.
Mhm.
Um. Oh no. People are writing it.
So it's like two gibbous moons with a line in the middle.
I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Uh, it's basically like this. But it's full on the right instead of just having all of those.
oh, okay.
Oh, I was right.
It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't have the vertical line doesn't go outside of the
Mm-hmm.
circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like that. And for the rest, it's just a simple coin.
Okay.
So, yeah, that.
Whoops.
Exactly that.
So, will we be provided with any supplies or equipment?
You will be staying at our hideout. In the hideout, you will have a quartermaster as well as a blacksmith, from which you will be able to purchase any supplies that you might need. But beside a roof and food, we won't give you anything else.
Mm.
Um, then will we be compensated for our time in any way?
Yeah, yeah. The mayor will disclose that with you later.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
How exactly do you know that your current team's compromised?
We have reasons to believe that either one of them is tampering with the evidence, or has gotten too friendly with one of our insiders. So,
Mm.
for these reasons, we're purging our current team.
Okay.
Other than the token, are
Mhm.
there any other patterns that you have noticed between the victims so far?
They're all living saints. They're all living saints. Like I said, all priests, all of the sun's heirs, and they all happen 2 weeks from each other. Beside that, no other patterns now.
Do you have any leads or guesses on who might be targeted next? Any other
There's
of the prominent individuals in this city who do this type of
yes, we have
humanitarian work?
yes, we have a list of the 4 remaining living saints in the city currently waiting for you at our hideout. You will be provided with their locations once you'll be at the city.
Okay.
Also, you will be able to use our network of spies, our little birds, of course, in case that would suit you.
That would be will likely prove to be most helpful. Thank you.
Of course, you won't be talking about this with anybody, because if you do, we'll know. It makes it clear that you shouldn't really go around and be like, "Oh yeah, the Iron Crown, by the way." You know.
Would we
And-
still be able to discuss with the saints, the living saints, that they are currently in danger, or
Yes, but
they already know
make-
that?
Yeah, but make no. There's a chance. There's a discrete chance that they already know that they are in danger, but in any case, never disclose that you are working for us, because technically we don't exist.
Understood.
Let's keep it that way. We're just a rumor. You're just a rumor. Me and you, we never spoke. I don't exist. And neither do any of these gentlemen, as he points out the others in the room. These are just a captain of the guard, a mayor, and a nun for you.
Understood.
Oh, also, do me a favor. Keep your enchanter in check.
What?
And points at you, Jelko.
What I've
Jelko
done.
rolls. Jelko, roll a knowledge arcane.
Ciò 70.
It was an easy roll, so you passed it. And you didn't got any points for it though, because it was an easy roll. You actually recognize who it is. This guy.
No, che è questo?
This guy. The guy that has been talking to you all this time. Yeah,
Blue Phoenix.
Blue Phoenix. You actually recognize who it is. He's a colleague of yours, so to speak.
Daddy.
He is a high-profile member of the Arcanium Guild, as one of the lead pyromancers in the guild. He is a battle mage.
No, non ho capito. Che cos'è?
Oh mio Dio.
No, non ho... Ah, ok, ok, no, avevo capito male, ok.
I said he is a battle mage and one of the master pyromancers of the Arcanium Guild. His true name is, I'm gonna write it to you in private. Oh, sorry. Put. That's his true name.
So,
Okay.
ok.
And you know who this guy is because you met him long ago.
So, if we do this, we let us free, okay? Me and
Yes.
Jäger.
I mean, you should know that you're not really free, my friend, as nor am I.
I don't want to go back to the Arcanium, okay?
Nobody does.
After this is done, I leave this city.
Good luck. Anyways, if
None of us have any idea what that was about, right?
yeah, you might have. I hinted that they have some sort of history, but you don't really know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right then. For now, this is all. Additional information will be provided to you once you'll arrive at our hideout. He handles the book back to the mayor and starts walking away towards the hallway. Before exiting though, he turns and gives you a little bow. Gentlemen, I hope you'll be successful. Praise to you, for the glory of the sun, for the will of the princess.
Yeah,
The unicorn disappears into the corridor.
News off.
Yeah. Where is it? You can help but wonder if you'll see him again. I hope you gentlemen are ready, the mayor says, putting down the book on the wine table. This will not be an easy task, I know. You must be terribly worried, I'm sure. He finally gets up from his chair, revealing his minute stature in contrast to the massive mayor. knowing that the Iron Crown will try its best to keep you safe. Do this for us, and you will be repaid handsomely. In his hand, a small leather pouch appears. You recognize the clinging of coin. This is just a small portion of what you'll be paid for travel expenses.
Oh, yeah,
He
I don't
winks.
care.
What?
I don't really care.
Uh, sure. Here, Sage, please, take this. And he handles you the pouch.
Thank you. And take it and either put it in my bag or like hang it off the side, depending on how big it is. If it's big enough or small enough to fit in the bag.
It's a small pouch.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can easily fit that uh, in your pocket even. So
Okay.
don't worry too much. At this point, Marcus, the captain of the guards, signs you to follow him and get a move on. Oh, it seems like our time together has come to an end. Good luck, gentlemen. Be successful for our princess. He smiles, then slowly waves at you as Marcus and his guards escort you out of the palace. Outside again, finally, the moon is now high in the sky and a gentle breeze moves the cloud far above you. The cool spring, the cool spring air filling your lungs. Don't fail us. I will join you in Eterna soon to keep watch. The Earth Stallion utters. Me and my guards are gonna leave now. Good luck. And they just walk back into the palace, leaving you outside on the piazza. Together with you is no one but the Sister of Battle that is just watching you. Wait. Blue Phoenix wanted me to be your guide, so I shall guide you. The huge mare booms from underneath her iron mask. She steps forward, pointing down the hill. We will pass through the Selva de la Lupa, following the Via Aurea. He turns back at you, steel armor gleaming in the moon's tender light. If everything goes our way, we should enter Eterna by sunrise, unseen. Any questions?
No. I have everything prepared. I'm ready to go.
Is there any other way to get there?
Not as fast as we need to. We could take the longer path on the coast, but that would take days. She shrugs, her armor clinging as she does so.
Fair enough.
What about you two? She points at you, Jalko, and the prairie. You've been surprisingly quiet for a mage.
I
I
just
thought
leave.
you lot wanted to just order everybody around. How does that work?
Aspetta un attimo in fase di traduzione.
Ah, ok.
No, non ce la faccio. Aspetta, ridimmelo.
Cos'è che ti devo dire?
Cosa mi ha detto? Jason, Troppo calmo. No.
Sì, ti ha chiesto perché sei così silenzioso, per essere... Perché sei così silenzioso per essere un mago, è strano per un mago...
Yeah. I was just listening to his words.
Mm.
I don't really care.
You don't really care? She seems genuinely confused by what you just said. What do you mean that you don't really care?
I'm here for taking the work done and go away.
Hmm. What about your friend then?
Ah, I'm just his escort.
Hmm. Just his escort, you say?
Yeah, I'm a mercenary. Just
I saved your life once.
don't need to remember.
Okay.
Hmm. I see.
So, let's go.
You don't have any other questions? You are not wondering about why you have been chosen? Huh.
I already
Yes.
know.
Guess you really are as quiet as Blue Phoenix predicted. Yeah, fair enough. She starts walking down from the same road that you came from. So, gonna move on. We don't have all night. You follow her?
Yeah.
Yes.
You all go? Okay. You start walking down the cobbled path, passing in front of the Nine Bishops Tavern once more, following Lady Adrienne down into the forest. After a few minutes, Betis is now but a speck behind you, as the canopy of trees above vaults you in its dark embrace. Wind howling through the leaves, shaking the trees' mighty crests. The forest is quiet, if not eerily so. Your step, so your steps against the levigated stone of the road is your sole companion. Adrienne, blazing torch in hand, leads your group with guiding light that bounces all around you, drawing dark shapes on ancient bark. The wood stares at you, into you, as a worrying feeling grows in. Let me time to change map. You're alright, you're still with me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoops.
One second. Uh, okay, one second, I'm finishing. Okay. You are at the bottom of the map.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. If
okay.
you're wondering what that circle is, that's the light of the torch.
Oh, okay.
Outside
past-
there is what?
I was gonna say, so past that we can't see anything.
No, you can still see, but like, let me put it this way.
As far as the moonlight shows up.
1 second.
Yeah.
The way that it works is that basically the circle where she is actual light, and the rest is penumbra. Okay. Outside of the bigger circle, you can't really see.
Ah, okay.
So basically, if you step outside the middle circle, you don't really know what you're doing, unless you have night dark vision, but none of you has it. So yeah.
Yes. I think I already casted floating light or something.
Oh, you wanna also cast floating
Yeah,
light?
yeah.
Okay.
So I want
1 point? No, wait. Doesn't it cost like 1 point for you?
I need to check.
Check,
No.
check your thing. What did you do, Ryan? Stop eating rocks.
Yeah.
No,
it's,
it was
one
I got my
point.
pen stuck on my lip.
One mana più. I need to roll one.
No, you don't really need to roll right now, so it's fine. Just costs you 1 mana. So yeah, you have the two lights essentially. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 1 second. I'm getting the rest of my notes. Okay. Basically, what you're doing right now is that you're following Adrienne down this down this very nice road that passes through what essentially is just a normal forest. Okay.
Okay.
You keep walking down, following her, until you get to a fork in the road. Adrienne looks up to check the sign, but it seems to have been worn out because of the time. It's also covered in vines, like how do you call edera in English? Wait, I can tell you a second. In ivy, yeah. It's covered in some ivy. She goes, huh. Seems like no one passed here in a while. We got lost? She turns to you, visibly worried, even though you can't really see her face.
Okay, we're fucked.
We didn't stray from the path, right? We followed the road.
We
I
followed you.
want to roll. Aspetta, ho perso le schede. Ok. Detect Arcane.
Detect arcane. Yeah, roll it. I mean, roll it. Sorry, you don't have to roll it. You're not in combat. I'm stupid. Just costs you 1.
10. Cioè, non è un cazzo.
No, quello funziona solamente quando te lo chiedo io in specifico, altrimenti non ti preoccupare. You don't feel. You see. You have a staff, right?
Yeah.
You're arranged with the staff. Okay. You see the wizard just slamming stuff down onto onto the ground and closing his eyes as his horn starts to glow in a faint blue light. You start searching for any arcane sources around you. Unfortunately, you can feel any.
Okay, so basically there is no magic program here. So we lost our way, I think.
I think we should just try uh, sticking to one of the two roads. I mean, we still have a 50% chance to get into Eterna. Otherwise, we'll just camp somewhere, waiting for dawn. She says, pointing down one of the roads. So, what will it be, left or right? Hmm? Yes, Sage?
Do any of us have a compass?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I know I didn't have. I don't know if that's actually a thing in this or not.
To be honest, I don't really know, actually, so...
So that would be really great.
Hmm.
I mean, you were clearly going south.
Okay.
You're still probably going south, to be honest. The road has been pretty much almost straight, so...
Can we tell the direction by the moon, or is it just straight overhead?
Yeah.
No, there's trees, so you can't really... There are almost no light. Basically,
Okay.
basically you're in a situation that is kind of like, let me see if I can...
Just better pick one and hope for the best.
I'm searching for some art that would basically tell you... Okay, there we go. Perfect. The situation you're in is essentially something like this.
Yeah, you could just say we're in Mirkwood.
No, 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 no. No, that would have been, yeah,
Oh.
that would be terrible. No, you're just in a normal forest with some light coming through, but that's about it.
Mm.
You can't really see where the moon might be or where, any of that.
Hmm.
Other than just taking a path, walking until morning and seeing if we get there. And if not,
None of you have
walking back to the
survival?
fourth and...
I do.
Yes.
Survival
No,
what?
I lied. I don't. I just saw survival, but on the
Survival
I-
what?
I don't have any ranks in it.
-5.
Me neither.
I
None
have
of you have
worked in
survival.
hills.
I mean, I have
There you
survival.
go.
Forest.
There you got survival, you stupid idiots. Just
No,
check
that's-
your
That's free.
+3, 1, and Hilda, how much do you have?
3.
You can help each other.
Okay.
Come on.
Is there anything that I can mark so that way at least we know we're not going in a circle?
Well,
We're on a path.
you're on a path first, and second, you are at a fork in the road. The problem is not so much that you don't know where you're going. The problem is that you don't know which way is the correct one.
Because the signpost is just too
It's too
degraded to
warm.
read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So what you can do is that you and Prairie can work together and try to find which one of the two paths is the right one.
Oh, okay.
Or we can just YOLO it. Hey kid.
That has a chance of being very bad.
Can we like take a look and see uh, if we can see anything in
Yes.
the road?
Check for tracks. Yes.
So I guess it's
You gotta roll. Okay, he's done a 70, but you have Hilda helping you out, so Hilda roll as well.
Mm,
A D100. You're blind.
wow.
can you
You're-
see it me?
You're just you're basically with your nose to the ground, searching for tracks, but I guess it's too dark. It's too humid, maybe. There's a strong wind coming in. You feel though. It's pretty cold.
Mm.
Uh, the,
Bless you.
thanks. Um, roll a hearing, cat. Listen, sorry. How much do you have in listen?
Listen, I have a. I'm reading the rank, right?
You,
The ranks column.
you have in your thing you have a column that says check that tells you how much you need to roll to pass the check.
Oh. Listen, check. 59.
So you're not passing for two. Fuck it, you're passing it. You're just not getting any points for it. You hear water in the distance, like what could be either a river or just a small stream. But you hear water.
Mm. Well, if there's water, there's usually a town somewhere nearby, close.
Well, not necessarily.
Definitely not.
I mean, you can, you know, Kat, in case you don't know what to do, just say out loud. Oh, I hear some water. You know?
Hmm.
You gotta see it.
Because we don't know there's a stream in that direction or anything like that until you actually say it in character.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
I do
what
hear
maybe-
water in the distance.
There may be a river down there.
Wait, water, you said? You see Adriana jumping up. Huh. If I remember correctly, to the road to Eterna, there was a small stream and a small bridge to cross. Which direction? She asked you. Right. Cat.
Right.
Right. Thank
Right.
you. Oh, okay. Right then. She says as turns around and starts walking down the path.
Mhm.
Okay.
Eventually, after a couple of minutes, you eventually come across this little small, small stone bridge, and you cross it. Adriana has some kind of gaunt in her pass, in her steps, being happy that you sorted it out.
Yeah.
And she
So
goes like,
this is the correct bridge, Miss Adrienne.
"Yeah, yeah, this is the bridge, thankfully. Otherwise,
she
we
be-
would." Hmm?
Or say, would she be mother or miss or I don't know. Never mind.
No,
Not
she's
important.
just
Not important.
she's just a nun. So,
Not important.
and technically, though, I mean, you can ask her. What's the right way of addressing to her?
Yeah, next time it comes up.
Well, you can ask it right now. We're not doing
I'll
anything
say-
particular. You're just
Yeah.
walking.
Then yes. That how would you prefer us to address you, Miss Adrienne?
Oh, you see her kind of stumbling at the idea. Uh, she stops in the middle of the bridge and looks down to the water. I guess the appropriate term would be lady. Everybody calls me that. I mean, I'm just a nun, technically, so I don't hold any real title, but everybody calls me lady. So, Lady Adrienne.
Okay. Thank you, Lady Adrienne.
She kind of like just does an awkward shrug and keeps walking. You think it's weird for a woman of her stature to act so. What's the term? Sheepishly.
Yeah.
There you go. Words, English, it's difficult. You keep down the path until far, far away, you hear a faint sound. You see Adrienne turning, looking away. Then another sound in the opposite direction. She looks around, worried. Have you heard that?
What?
Also, I forgot to move you because I'm stupid. Move all here. That's a penis.
It's a long pimples.
Oh wait.
Do we have to make listen checks or?
If you want.
I'll go for it.
I enjoy rolling.
Come on.
Enjoy
I'm
rolling.
gonna go for it. Why not?
I enjoy rolling. I mean, if you succeed, it is free points. If you fail, it's no points. So either
If you
way,
don't roll, it's no points.
yeah. If you don't roll, it's no points. So either way, you can try and fail.
Were you that annoyed by the penis that you had to fix it?
No. It's just I placed the stuff wrongly. So give me just a second. Who rolled 25 or less?
Nobody.
Nobody.
Good. Then none of you pass.
Oh.
Give me a second.
È un segnale.
What?
Can I roll to listen to what he just said? Pretty sure that's a hard skill check right there.
That's not... No, so none of you passed.
Rip.
Mhm.
Adrian goes back to keep walking, turning away when howling in the distance. She turns around quickly and shouts, "Timber wolves!"
Ooh.
Guess what time it is?
Is it Kirby music time?
Yeah.
It's Kirby music time. Just 1 second.
Oh, gee.
Let me play this. I said
Vabbè.
you will have to reroll.
So, frick.
Can you even roll it yet?
Yeah, you can.
Oh,
What do you mean 0? Oh, okay. No. It's because there's 2 pluses. It's a quick fix. I just need to change
How
that
do I-
real quick.
Add, or how do I do that?
You're already. Oh, you click on your character.
then press the initiative macro.
Yeah, then press the initiative macro. Just give me
Okay.
a second.
Alright.
Oh. Oh, that's why I'm not on the thing yet.
Okay,
'Cause
sorry.
it was saying like you had to right click on your character and
No,
like,
it's just
add
click.
turn or something.
Just click on your character.
Okay, then it wouldn't let me right click.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, but I'm good.
Let me see. Now it should be correct for her. Yes. Okay.
Okay. And there's mine.
Listen. Okay. Sage, you go first.
Yeah.
Okay, let me describe. First, let me describe what's going on because I noticed that I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Around you, from the mist of the forest, you see these the faintly glowing green eyes from the underbush. See them staring at you. You count 1, 2, 3, 4 around you. You can hear a low growl as they start walking towards you. Okay, now you can tell me.
Okay. I move to.
Oh, also,
The-
the reminder
Mm-hmm.
before you do anything. You don't have your weapons out until you say you have your weapons out.
That's a
Oh.
good point. And that takes a turn, right?
It takes an
It's
action.
one action. Yeah.
It takes an action.
Okay. And for me, since I have a shield, do I have my shield like slung on my back, or am I just carrying the shield?
That's
I
your
don't know
choice.
I don't know whatever's the most comfortable way to do that. I don't actually know because I've never held a shield.
Either or depends on your character. Like I'm not picking this in that case.
Yeah.
Like I would have.
Most likely, then he'd just be holding it on his arm already, so I wouldn't have to unsling a shield or
I
something.
mean,
like that.
it's still one action that you gotta do for the axe. So
Yeah. But I figured the shield, like unhooking the shield from a pack, would be another action. So, okay, then I'll move to here and just get my axe and shield ready and
okay, and
defend.
that's it.
Yes.
Okay.
Place sagebrush in defense mode.
Adrian just let goes of no doesn't let go of the torch and takes out her bastard sword and that's it. Jaeger.
I take out my chunk of iron
Uh-huh.
and I move here.
Okay. Uh, Timberwolves. How much movement do they have? 40 feet.
Yeah.
So this one moves here. This one moves here. This one moves here. And this one moves here. Oh wait, this one here. Okay. One attacks Adrian. One attacks. Ooh. Okay. Who wants the critical 23?
You have to roll higher than a 23 to parry or dodge.
Yeah.
You need to be equal or higher.
Equal or higher.
So who wants the 23?
I'll take that.
It's critical.
Uh,
You realize that, right?
Yeah, but who's gonna take it?
I mean, it might be better for me because I likely have
Yeah,
the
you
best
got a
chance
shield
of
at
parrying. I likely have the best chance of parrying it, so
Yeah,
Yeah, you got a
exactly.
shield at least.
likely should be me. even though
Yeah,
it's
worst come to
very
worst,
difficult.
the shield dies. Otherwise, I'm gonna roll the dice and I'm gonna be like, well, more than 50 is gonna be Prairie and less than 50 is gonna be Sage.
Mhm.
So, Sage, you take it.
Yes. What kind of damage do they do, by the way?
Slash.
Slashing. Okay. I don't think I have any kind of
I'm pretty. No,
resistance against
piercing.
slashing.
Piercing, actually.
oh,
Oh, because they bite. Okay, they don't slash, they bite. Alright.
Because all I remember is bludgeoning damage is what my armor's good against, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, only bludgeoning. Okay. So, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, so let's
But
see.
yeah, I'll still take it and try to parry.
Let's see first if Adrian can parry this easily. Okay.
Okay. Can I
Uh,
hit shield instead of parry?
yeah, he's shielded.
Okay.
Which one?
I wasn't selected on
You
him.
need to.
Oh.
Let's see the damage.
Nice.
Oh no, wait, I need to roll it because it's critical. How much does it?
oh,
Slash roll 2d6 plus 3.
Ow.
Ouch! How much armor do you have? 4? 3?
Give me just a second. 4.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's not that bad. It's 7 damage. I mean,
Ooh.
it's pretty bad, but it could have been way worse.
Yeah.
yeah.
7.
Could've
So,
Max of 11.
yeah. The Timberwolf jumps on you and it bites you and somehow manages to goes above your shield and bites you in the shoulder. So currently you have a Timberwolf that is just attached to you. Okay.
Oh,
Prairie. Parry or roll away a 16.
I'll parry.
Ah, okay. The Timberwolf jumps at you with the intent to bite, but you manage to deflect with the flat of your blade onto his muzzle. You use it basically like as a hammer almost, and you move him away mid jump. Wilhelm, what you do?
I'll walk right here
Okay.
and put my hand on his shoulder
Okay.
and
And what are you
cast
gonna do?
lesser armor enchantment.
Oh, you cast lesser enchantment. What does that do? Let me go check the manual.
1d6 plus 5 rounds.
I'm checking. I'm checking. Um. Oh, okay. Okay. Makes armor reinforced for 1d6 plus 5 rounds. Okay. Roll a 1d6 plus 5. For 9 rounds. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Oops.
Uh, Ryan, you get a +1 to your armor for the next 9 rounds.
Is that +1? It's like +1 damage reduction.
Yes,
Okay.
because your armor is now considered reinforced. Let me change music because it already destroyed my ears. So there we go.
Oh,
Oh no.
Hilda,
Like a detuned guitar.
okay. Oops. I'm gonna move a bit closer to this one, and can I...
you can
When
just
I-
bash him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, when I unsheath my hammer, can I use the force and knock him into it?
You haven't. Well, no, no. So you either but you can indeed walk up to him and be like, "Come on, you freaking mutt." Also, I forgot to tell. I forgot to describe the mage action. As the mage puts his hand on you, you start seeing Ryan, of course. You start seeing like a coat of blue energy just enveloping your torso, and basically fusing itself with your armor. Now your armor has a small glittery kind of energy glow to it, and it feels lighter somehow, but more sturdy. Okay, Hilda, you do your thing.
Alright. I'll just roll. Just roll. Let me just go a bit over the side and take my hammer out.
Okay, I'm gonna say be careful to stay into the light, otherwise you're fucked.
Yeah.
Because then we gotta apply the fighting in darkness rules.
Yeah.
And they're not fine. So, Sage.
So the wolf is clamped on my shoulder. Do I have to like do a like
You can
grapple
push him away.
throw, or how would I get him off? Because I don't think I could like
Basically,
swing.
basically, the way that it is that you have your shield up, okay, and he's basically grabbing your shield and bit your shoulder, okay. You have two things that you can do. You can either push with your shield, or you can simply use your axe down on him. You can hack it because it's currently attached to you. You can just go like, no, go away.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Bash, like almost like stab the point of my axe into the wolf's neck, right underneath its jaw, and try to just rip it off of me.
Okay, just then roll melee.
I have to select just his face first. There we go.
Okay. He has probably like a -2 considering where he is. Let's see.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. You basically what you do is that you do the action that you said you do, but of course the Timberwolf, being a magic creature, doesn't have the same behavior as a normal wolf would have. While that would have downright killed a normal wolf, this thing just basically starts chopping the wood out of his face, in an attempt to pull him away. Roll damage.
Damage.
Hmm.
Terrible.
There's that luck that's been happening this week again.
Aw.
I must tell you that Timberwolves are not creatures that have HP, by the way. They have a hardness.
Oh, okay, so that's what the deal was with the wooden creatures. You get like the 2 resistance points thing with an axe.
No, basically,
Or-
yeah, you do that, but you do extra damage with your axe. But first, you gotta surpass the hardiness. By surpassing the
Oh.
hardiness, you need to do at least a minimum of damage, so the bonus applies. The minimum damage that you gotta do in order to inflict damage is 5,
Okay.
so you don't pass for 1. Because if you did the 5, the bonus would have applied, but still, since you haven't, the bonus doesn't. Okay?
hmm
Okay.
So I still have a wolf hanging off my shoulder.
No, we'll see. It's still on you, but we'll see. Adrienne, let's see what she does. You okay, Cat?
Mhm.
Dodge. Oh boy. Oh, this poor unlucky wolf. She decides to crit. How much does she has? Damage? Holy crap. Yeah, okay.
Explodes.
No, but basically what you see is this massive hulk of a woman just swinging her her massive bastard sword at the werewolf and basically cleaving 2 of his limbs away. And pushing him back.
Jeez, okay.
Jaeger.
Attack the wolf in front of him.
Let me change the music. Yeah, I want some Castlevania, why not? No, it doesn't fit. Like at all. This is better. Okay.
Okay.
Attack.
Poop.
Hmm.
Low
Okay.
low roll but crit. No. It's the Timberwolves again. This one is basically that one now finds himself without the limbs on his left side, so he's basically just snarling and crawling with the remaining 2 limbs on the ground, just pulling himself closer,
Oh, gee.
Yeah. This one, on the other hand, is pissed and tries to attack Prairie. And the one that you had on your shoulder, Ryan, just jumps off and then it tries again to bite you.
Oh,
Ah.
Why do you keep getting fucking critical attacks?
Be-
This one instead just attacks you. Okay. This
Fuck!
Despacito.
fuck.
What the fuck?
Despacito, what?
Dammi tu cosita.
Okay, so Prairie,
Gee.
dodge an 18.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh,
Thanks.
Okay, you dodged it.
easy.
Ryan, parry a 9. You shouldn't have too much problem.
I as well
With the
just
shield.
KOS myself if I can't.
Use the
I don't know if that's
shield.
possible.
Dodge
Okay.
with the
Yeah.
shield.
It wouldn't. It would be physically impossible for me to not parry that.
Okay. Cat,
Mm.
you have to dodge away at 26. I don't even know if you can dodge away at 26.
Ah!
You wouldn't have been able to dodge the 26 anyway.
Yeah. Even if you rolled maximum, you would have done 24.
Fuck.
I don't know, you have maximum parry or... You have more parry or more dodge? Oh, you have equal. Okay.
Yeah.
You have 4-4, so... welcome to the feeling of not having a shield.
Welcome
Oof.
to Hades. Mm.
Okay, it's 5 damage. It's not that much. You had way worse.
Okay.
The werewolf, if only, werewolf.
Werewolf.
14 werewolves. The timber wolf basically bites your leg, just goes in, and you can feel its woody teeth just pressing against your flesh, but you manage to push it away.
Ooh.
Fuck off.
Ooh.
Wilhelm.
Ok, ho la mano ancora sulla spalla? No.
No, puoi fare quel cazzo che vuoi.
Dato che ha target,
Vuoi castare...
Frost Burn, e ha target,
Cosa vuoi castare?
Frost
Burn?
Yes. E ha
Ah sì,
quindi
è
non
target.
deve
È target.
Ok,
Ok.
adesso
Casti Frostborn.
su questo qua.
Ok. Ok. Sai che non avrà effetto, sì, nel senso che non lo danneggia, sì.
Ah, non lo danneggia? Anche se...
E no che non lo danneggia. È una creatura fatta di legno.
No, no, può congelare, tipo.
Lo può congelare, certo, ma di sicuro non lo fa con Frostburn. Ma scusa, non ce l'hai dardo arcano?
Ah sì.
E usa dardo arcano. Che quello gli fa effettivamente danno. Perché dardo arcano fa danno... Perché allora fa dardo arcano e quindi fa male. Dardo da gelo non gli fa niente. È un pezzo di legno. Ah wow, guarda, è un pezzo di legno gelato adesso.
Però appunto da
Gelato?
arcano mi diventa di ghiaccio.
Tira dardo arcano.
Vabbè,
Mamma mia, sti maghi di oggi, che stanno più sul guardare.
tocca sentire.
Perché qua... Guarda che dice che puoi applicare danno da ghiaccio, pirla, vuol dire che puoi decidere di tenere un danno normale con dardo arcano. Tira dardo arcano, tirami un D3 più 3. No. Oh, there we go. To which one?
This.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. You see the mage raising his staff, and from a fast moving dart just ejects itself onto the wooden canine, impacting and dispersing a lot of wooden fragments around. Hilda.
I go to attack.
Smash it.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. I don't even know if he can dodge it.
Got pushed.
The roll damage. Oh wait, you done more than 10. What do you want? Critical, maximum damage.
Right.
+1. Okay. So you roll 3d6, right? 3d6 plus 6 plus 5. Sorry.
Okay.
Jeez.
Jeez, indeed.
That was not great.
Mm.
Yeah, you. No, it is great. It's 13 damage. Are you kidding me?
I mean, it could have been a lot more.
Plus, she has a smashing. Didn't remind her. Because because she has the Warhammer. She has the rule crushing. Sorry, not smashing.
Ma
What?
non è un pochetto fuori dalla luce.
No, è dentro tecnicamente.
Sì, sì.
È dentro, quindi non ci sono problemi. You see Hilda raising her Warhammer up above her horns and just letting it down, crushing the wooden canine's head in thousand pieces. He dead.
Nice.
Sage.
I keep trying to whack away at the one in front of me.
Walk it. Hack it. Go.
It's,
26. I doubt is gonna dodge it. Again, you've done more than 10. Instant crit, +1, your morale, all the good stuff. What do you want?
What was it? I could either do this. I'll crit.
Okay,
So
just
that's
roll
2d6 plus 3.
36 plus 3.
Yeah.
Maybe slash roll 2d6.
Yeah. I mean, I was so excited that I actually got to roll something. Okay.
I mean, it is 6 plus 2. It's 8. So it is a good. It is 3 damage done to the mud, but could have been better.
Yeah.
You start just hacking your axe in it, but it's bark. It's probably. I realize I could have done a pun there. It's bark. It's too. It's probably too thick right there, and you keep hacking at him, just going, ugh, you know. Okay, Adrienne. Adrienne just let goes of the torch. You see him just dropping it, okay, and braces her bastard swords with both hands as she just ignores the guy there on the ground and moves here, okay, to attack the one in front of you, Sage. So let's see. Lydia. Yeah. Will the Timberwolf dodge away?
Uh-huh.
Now, guys, are you ready to see what a advance class can do?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Is she about to go golfing?
Yes.
Jeez.
With a brutish strength, you see her cleave in half with just one swing of her mighty bastard sword. She just cleaves in half the Timberwolf in front of Sage. It dead.
My hero.
My hero.
My hero.
Jaeger.
Sploop. Oh, come on.
Why is these are all so low? What the fuck? Come on. Come on, Prairie. You can do a lot better than that.
Ah.
Or hit anyway. Roll damage. Finally, by the way, because after having a lot of problems with his Timberwolf, um, you see Jaeger bracing his great sword and just letting it fall on the wooden beast as he decapitates the mud with just one fell swoop. His great sword clashing against the wood as he just cracks through it, ending the Timberwolf.
Damn.
All right.
Eat.
This one is the only one that has remained that you see crawling away now
Can I get up to it?
in desperation. And as soon as it gets to the shadows, he emits a cry of desperation.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Boss fight.
No, I mean, it emits a cry of desperation, and you see, you barely see from the woods itself. You start to see the wood contorting and breaking as two trees fall down and start to move vine by vine, kind of like fusing themselves together.
Timberwolf Megazord.
He's trying to ascend to alpha, you say. Roll common knowledge or creature monsters, whoever has it right now.
Knowledge.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Villain. No. Okay, you don't have the macro for the D100? Oh, thank you.
No, I don't.
So, Wilhelm and Hilda double success.
Mhm.
You know that he's basically trying to ascend to become a Timberwolf Alpha, which is a giant Timberwolf. In order to stop him, you have to act now and end him. Try to dismantle him effectively. You only have one turn.
Fuck.
You can tell the others this, by the way. Speaking of free, is a free action. The reminder.
Okay, attack now. Now.
One shot.
Okay, so what do you do, Wilhelm?
Quindi do da ghiaccio nulla.
And you can try another what was it called?
Lesser cable.
Yeah, arcane bolt.
Okay. So I spell another one. Okay.
Ah.
No, aspetta, aspetta.
I mean, technically, the lesser arcane bolt would pass through, but you see that it has no effect. You see the magic sparkling from your staff and hitting the wooden creature, but you think it must be regenerating in some way because that doesn't hand him. Hilda.
I'm too far away, aren't I?
I'm dead.
How much is your movement? 40 feet. You should be able to walk there and just whack it.
Ah, okay.
If you go here and then here, you're done.
Yeah. Oop. Oh, oh, oops.
Move there and then here.
I know, I'm trying to move. I accidentally measured.
Here.
Oop.
Here. That's 40 feet. Whack it.
Whacking them. Mm,
You probably can't dodge. So you probably whack him.
okay.
You probably can dodge because it's trying to fuse with the trees around him. So just whack him. Just hit it. Roll damage.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
Ooh.
Nice. You start going at it, trying to destroy the fucking mad, slamming your warhammer down and down again, making it fall, but it might not be enough. Sage.
Can I make? Yeah, I can make it. So I also run over and try to smash it. So I just roll for damage, or no, right? 'Cause you can't dodge.
Yeah. Just roll damage.
Okay.
Oh.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. Together with Hilda, you start just hacking your axe down onto his head, chopping each and every last inch of his body until you notice that the vines are getting thicker, but at the same time, some of them are retreating. Adrienne just comes here, and what does she do? She just okay. You see Adrienne grabbing the torch that before was on the ground, okay? And as you two keep hacking away, she starts hitting the mud with the torch, with the fire. Keeps doing that. As she keeps doing that, you hear another cry. This time of suffering. You can understand that this beast is finally close to be vanquished. You see the rest of the vines retreating, the bark just crashing across you as the trees that were once sustained by the timber wolf just decaying. After that, a few seconds, and the timber wolf catches fire, letting out one last cry as he starts burning away. The smell of burning wood now fills the air. She lets go of the torch, now useless, and she sighs, looking, turning her head, looking at you. Well, seems like it's done. First getting lost, then attacked by timber wolves. Guess if this is the beginning, it's gonna be interesting once you get to Eterna. She lets out a nervous laugh.
I'm not paying much attention, trying to see what kind of damage has been done on my shoulder. Seeing if I need to bandage it or anything like that. It's still bleeding.
It's not necessarily bleeding. Your shoulder. Now houses a healthy litter of timber puppies. Okay. Maybe not. That's a bit too creepy.
Mi cacco.
Let's go again. If
I was worried. I was worried for a second. Oh no! Oh no!
no. Now your shoulder is just been bitten. So beside the few wooden fragments that are basically in your flesh that you can just
Big
basically
splinters
pull.
to pull out.
Yeah, you just need to pull them out. There's not much blood at all. It just hurts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just hurts a bit, but you'll be fine with just some bandages and you know, maybe a bit.
Jelko.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say maybe with just a bit of unguent, you're gonna be fine once you reach the hideout. You're sure? Now, for now, it just hurts. It's nothing too bad you haven't experienced before.
Okay.
Same goes for you, Hilda. You're also basically fine.
Right.
Just your legs is a bit scrappy.
Oh well.
But everything else is basically alright. We should try burning the rest of the timber wolves so we're sure they're not gonna regenerate. She says that she tries to pick one of the scorching branches out of the dead timber wolf body, and she starts moving to put on fire the other ones. I hope some of you guys have a torch or something akin to that, because otherwise we'll have to rely only on the mage's light.
Yeah. I have a lantern that we can use.
I have a torch.
Oh, that's wonderful. I guess we can use the lantern then, if it's fine.
Yep. I'll most likely have to restock on oil once we reach the city, but I should have enough to get there.
Yeah.
Probably like 2 pounds of oil is enough to go for like what, 3 or 4 days, something like that.
Yeah, it's surely enough to go for a while. certainly until you reach the certainly until you reach the
City.
the city. Yeah, for sure. Okay. All right then. Then
Let's go.
gather yourself. We're gonna continue. Sage, you might wanna lead the way, or you wanna hand me the.
I'll hand Lady Ariane my lantern since my arms.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Okay, thank you. The Eterna shouldn't be too far. Should get there in a couple of hours.
Oh.
Bork. Okay. Bork.
If that was a welcoming committee, though, I can imagine why no one went on this road.
You keep walking for another couple of hours, finally reaching the end of the forest. After exiting it, you find yourself on top of a hill, windily, gently caressing your faces as you finally lay your eyes on Eterna at dawn's first light. The sun kissing the immense silhouette of the immortal capital as the stars begin to fade on the horizon. Darkness cast away for another day. Far away, you can see the massive shape of the always expanding Archbasilica, heart itself of the faith, and seat of the point of the pontiff, biggest temple of prayers in all the realms. We will now walk down following the via area inside the city. Once there, we'll follow down the river. She points at the silvery glimmer that you see crossing through the city, splitting it in half. Down there, there's the Tiberius Isle, where our hideout is waiting. Can't wait for a good rest.
And bandages.
Yeah, I'm sure they will help you out. And nothing. I would say we can pause it here for now. We have reached the city. We have you have gone through the first challenge, which was the Timberwolf. I told you it was gonna be difficult. I mean, you didn't got so beaten up because originally you shouldn't have had Adrienne with you. It should have been Sun, but it was like that might be too difficult. So let's attach Adrienne with them. You know.
Yeah.
This is why also the end is abrupt because I had to rewrite some of it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn son.
Yeah.
Is it spelled with a just like ETERNA or AE?
I'm gonna show you what she's written like.
Oh, okay, because that was. I assumed it was like that.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, Eterna, yeah.
Timberwolf is typing.
Yeah, the Timberwolf is right there.
He's
Bork!
alive!
Bork!
right? Yeah, I did.
But yeah, I thought the name you wanted to know was Adrienne. Sorry.
Hmm. Nah, I got that one right. Or I got it right originally, and then we could see it in the
Yeah.
Oh,
name.
Yeah.
See it in the chat.
Oh yeah. Let me actually like let me have her in all players. There she is.
I like the mask.
Hey, she is.
Then we have Blue Phoenix, which you should have seen already.
Fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm putting all these characters in all of yours, so you can see them.
Mm-hmm.
They're now present in your journal,
Oh, okay.
so you will remember them.
Ah, I like that.
Now even the Timberwolves are. So yeah.
Phoenix is spelled wrong, by the way.
Oh yeah, right.
The O and the E need to be switched.
Ah yeah, it's Phoenix. Yeah, it's yeah. I've already write even on my document. I already write here. I already wrong here for some reason because I'm stupid, I guess.
It's
Done.
spelled the opposite of the way it sounds.
Yeah,
Hooked on Phoenix.
Annoying.
done. Fixed.
Phoenix. Phoenix. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't die. I still took the most damage again.
Yeah.
I think Jaeger took more damage last time.
Yeah. I wouldn't know.
I don't have my notes. I think he ended with like 7. I ended with 9. Or it was like 5 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Anyway, I wanted also to stop here because it sounds like Jotko is fucking dying.
No,
So-
I'm alive, but I can't fucking speak English.
Maybe you'll get better because of this. Finally, you'll be forced to do so.
Son
I mean,
used to
good
be
practice.
horrible with English before we just, I don't know, started letting him hang out with us.
Mm-hmm.
His English was bad, and now it's very good most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one of those things where you just have to constantly speak it.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
just like my English.
Once you get to the point where you can be understood, then you can actually like really get fluent. Like the first part of just being able to communicate at a very basic level is the hardest part.
Anyway, I sent you the sketches that I did
Yee.
for these characters.
Learn Italian today, or he'll eat a poison loaf of bread.
Mm.
That has to be photoshopped. There's no way Duolingo. I've never gotten those emails from Duolingo.
Maybe I'll check my email and see if I got it.
But yeah, here you can see Lydia Adrienne.
Damn, boy, she fit.
Yeah.
Don't let her hear you saying that though.
No, she's a nun. She's
She's a nun.
above that kind of
Yeah.
language and desires.
Oh, the Bible. The Bible. It says the Bible.
The Bible. The Bible.
Do you question the word of the mighty Jimmy? But yeah, anyway, But yeah, so for now this is all. And we're gonna continue this not next week, the one after that, because both Ryan and Kat are not gonna be here, right?
Oui.
Yeah, I won't be anywhere
Yeah.
around.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. So next time it would be Saturday 23rd, which we would see sun, hopefully.
Hopefully. If not, I will fly there and wring his neck personally.
Okay, so let me write down.
Just fucking in the calendar.
Oh, did it finish? Why are you still taking freaking 6 hours?
What?
The stuff I'm doing, the thesis stuff I'm doing, it's been running for 6 hours so far.
Mm-hmm.
The other ones took like 30 hours,
Something.
so one of them was, or depending on if I wanted to do a specific thing, it would have taken
Mm-hmm.
over a year to finish on the supercomputer.
Also, fun fact: we finished exactly when it wanted us to finish, which is at midnight 30. Although
Nice.
to be fair, I was like I said, it's gonna be prepared for at least a 4-hour session. We wasted an hour in the beginning, but that's because I thought you were gonna do a lot more dialogue, a lot more interaction than what you did. So that's something you gotta all work on. You gotta all work in your interaction with both the
NPCs.
setting, with the NPCs, etc. Because if you seen, I was like, oh, you don't have any questions? Weird, you know. Um, I was. I was gonna go a lot more with those. Uh, so at the end of the day, everything worked out. We did a 3-hour session, which is fine. It's fine. It's not a problem.
Okay.
So we now have enough time for doing whatever else we want to do for the day. Jakku's dying, so that's
Not.
mm, 20 is a bit much.
Is it going to be the same time? Or...
Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
What did I do? So I got, oops. Oh, never mind. I have a date now.
Reading the chats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So you get to level up your characters.
That's two.
All right.